Leasing creates debt. We're going to end this notion. Talking with Loshawnparks. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but y'all here with me in Ohio somewhere. And this is like the third day of spring that I'm recording this video, and is literally snowing right now. Mother Nature just don't know how to let up, do she? She hasn't caught on that it's spring yet. Similar to the subject that we're about to talk about right now, which is leasing creates debt. We're going to end this notion. All right. People that say that leasing creates debt are so far from the truth that they couldn't be any further. They couldn't be any further. And I'm going to explain to you exactly how leasing does not put you in debt. Now, in the video that I did previous to this one, as you guys can see, I'm in the same attire. So I'm recording this video the same day that I recorded the other video titled Three Different Leases, excuse me. All right, leasing, or people will feel like leasing creates debt, right? Or you will be in debt, or you're going to be up over your head in finances, or let's stop. All right. Most leases that you get into are walkaway leases. Now, there are a few leases that hold debt consequences to them, okay? Most of the time, those leases that hold debt consequences to you, consequences are leases that you don't want to really get into anyway in the first place, okay? And they're technically not even really a lease. It's more so of a financial purchase, okay? Now, you guys are probably going to ask, well, what do you mean by a financial purchase? There are places out here where I can give a prime example that want you to put money down, okay? We'll say that it is a purchase, so to speak, or a lease. They kind of like incorporate lease, purchase all in there in once, you know, so it's kind of like a purchase, a lease. And they will tell you it's monthly payments. But if you don't make the payment on it, they're going to come in, snatch the truck, and then it's going to report on your credit, okay? It reports on your credit, then that shows as a debt. Technically, that's not a lease. Technically, that's a purchase. But they've put on the terms that it's lease purchase or purchase lease, whatever have you. All right, and like I said in my video, three different type of leases. Those three different type of leases are what we are known as walkaways. Okay, now what is walkaways? Walkaways means when you're done utilizing the truck, aka tool, then you turn it back in or turn it back to them or return it back to them, and there's no foul, no harm play. All right. At most, or at best, whatever, the only thing that you would end up paying is to get it back to mint condition. Okay. So you couldn't turn in the truck and it has ball tires on them. Okay. If you're doing a lease, you know, they're going to charge you for tires. So when you're utilizing this tool, it's best that you keep up with your maintenance and things of that nature to make sure your tires is good, maintenance is good. So then when you turn the lease back in, it doesn't, you know, you don't have to get it back up to standard or mint condition. But with those leases, when you turn them in, if you're doing everything you're supposed to do, it costs you nothing. Okay. You basically, for the lack of better words that a lot of people like to use anyway, you rented a tool to get a job done. Okay. That is not debt. Okay, so when you turn it in, once again, as long as you kept up with the condition of it, you're not in debt. another situation, if you're doing financial leasing, okay, which I'm going to tell y'all the truth about it, okay? I'm going to give y'all the real deal spiel. Places like Lone Mountain, okay, they will tell you, put this money down. They kind of like put the term leasing in there to make you feel like, you know, you can really like walk away. You really can't, okay? Not with a Lone Mountain. That is a financial purchase. So you are putting down money and basically they're financing the truck to you, okay? You don't make your payments on it. They come scoop it, shows up on your credit, all right? With the type of leases that I do, or the type of leases that most people are going to do through companies like carriers, through outside carriers such as like, or through outside sources such as like the one that I utilize. It doesn't cost me anything to turn these trucks back in. I have 8 trucks right now. If I wanted to sit here and say, I made enough money from doing what I'm doing, I don't want to do it anymore, I want to do something else, or I don't want to deal with this venture any longer, I could turn all 8 of my trucks in and it wouldn't be no cost to me, okay? I wouldn't be left with a high debt or with a remaining balance that was just puts me into a debt category. There's no debt when you're doing a conventional lease, a company lease purchase, okay, or a full maintenance lease. There's just none. When you turn it in, that's it, okay? So for the ones that have this notion that leasing causes debt, I have no debt. When I'm done utilizing these tools, I give them back and that's it. There's nothing owed, and I wouldn't have to worry about making sure that they're up to par and conditioning because I make sure that that happens throughout me using the lease. Okay? So I hope that this helps some way, somehow. For those that have been scared from words of others that leasing is debt, leasing is not debt at all. There's no debt associated with it. Unless you are doing the Lone Mountain way, or you are going through a dealership and they are financing you the money for the truck, then that technically is a purchase, so to speak, okay? Once again, don't confuse the company or carrier's lease purchase with dealership or outside sourcing lease purchase. Completely different, all right? And if you don't understand what the difference is, once again, take a look at my video that I put up where I said the 3 different types of leases in the industry. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all for watching this video. If you found it informational or informative, excuse me, please do hit the like button, share, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell so that you get notifications when I go live on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, be there, be square. And for when I put out new videos similar to stuff like this. All right, gotta be safe. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do, like being safe. And as always, winners focus on winning, and losers, oh, them losers, they always seem to focus on the winners. And we win it right here. Trucking with LoShawnparks.